Hey, Broncos country. You probably clicked on this video expecting another routine breakdown about the Denver Broncos. Stats, matchups, injury updates, predictions, the usual. But this one is different, because right now, the Denver Broncos are not just preparing for another playoff game. They are standing at a defining crossroads, one that could shape the identity of this franchise for years to come. This is not just about football. This is about trust, about belief, about how organizations respond when everything they plan suddenly changes. So before we go any further, let me ask you something honestly. Can Jarrett Stidham save the Broncos? And why is Bo Nix, the quarterback who carried this team all season, suddenly at the center of the most difficult decision Denver has faced in years? That's exactly what we're unpacking today. Calmly, honestly, with perspective. And before we continue, it's important to make one thing absolutely clear. This video is analysis and opinion based solely on publicly available information and official team statements. There are no hidden reports here, no insider claims, no speculation presented as fact. What we're discussing is context, strategy, and what this moment truly means for the Denver Broncos. Now, let's get into it. January 17th, 2026. Divisional round. Denver Broncos, Buffalo Bills. Overtime. Empower Field is at its limit. The air is thin, the temperature is dropping, and every snap feels heavier than the last. This is playoff football at mile high, where momentum swings fast and mistakes echo loudly. The Broncos and Bills trade blows deep into overtime. Every possession feels like it could decide the season. And then it happens. Bo Nix scrambles on the second to last play of the game. It's not flashy. It's not heroic in a cinematic sense. It's survival. He escapes pressure, extends the drive, keeps the season alive. A few plays later, Denver capitalizes. Touchdown, 27-24. Ball game. Empower Field erupts. Broncos country explodes. Players rush the field. Fans hug strangers. For the first time in over a decade, the Denver Broncos are heading to the AFC Championship Game. In that moment, it feels like destiny finally circling back to Denver. But football has a way of humbling celebration, because shortly after the cheers fade, shortly after the locker room celebrations, the tone shifts. Sean Payton steps to the podium, and quietly but heavily the words land. Bo Nix suffered an ankle fracture late in the game. He will miss the remainder of the postseason. Just like that, everything changes. For longtime Broncos fans, this moment cuts deep, because this isn't just losing a quarterback. It's losing momentum. It's losing certainty. It's losing something that finally felt stable. Bo Nix wasn't just having a good year. He was having a defining season. 14 wins. The #1 seed in the AFC. Nearly 4,000 passing yards. 25 touchdowns. Multiple fourth-quarter comebacks. And perhaps most importantly, composure beyond his years. For a fanbase that lived through the Elway era, then the Peyton Manning years, and then endured a long, painful quarterback drought, Bo Nix felt like the answer. He felt like hope turning into something real. After years of instability, resets, and false starts, Denver finally had direction. And now, suddenly, that direction is paused. That's why this moment feels heavy. That's why the conversation feels uncomfortable. And that's why the pressure is enormous. Let's clarify something important. This is not a debate about toughness. It's not about pain tolerance. And it's not about rushing anyone back. The real issue here is organizational decision-making. The Broncos are facing one of the hardest questions in playoff football. Do you protect the long-term future of your franchise quarterback? Or do you trust your depth to chase a championship right now? Sean Payton addressed this head-on. He spoke about confidence. Confidence in the roster, confidence in the system, confidence in preparation. And then he made it clear. The next man up is Jarrett Stidham. Jarrett Stidham is not a mystery. He's not a rookie. He's not overwhelmed. And he's not walking into this moment unprepared. He's been developed in demanding systems. He understands protections. He knows how to manage the pocket. He knows how to operate within structure. Coaches consistently praise his preparation. Teammates trust his command of the offense. Is he Bo Nix? No, but he doesn't need to be. Because this team is not built around improvisation, it's built around discipline. And that brings us to the most important part of this conversation: defense. Because when seasons reach January and games tighten, defense travels. And this Denver Broncos defense has been one of the most consistent units in football all year. Pressure up front, disciplined coverage on the back end, and an ability to change games with turnovers. Patrick Surtain, too, continues to play at an elite level. The pass rush has consistently disrupted opposing quarterbacks, and the unit has shown it can close games late. That matters, because playoff games are rarely about highlight reels. They're about composure. They're about capitalizing on mistakes. If Jarrett Stidham protects the football, controls the tempo, and takes advantage when opportunities arise, Denver doesn't need fireworks. They need efficiency. And that's where Sean Payton becomes the central figure in this entire story. Payton has navigated moments like this before. He understands how to simplify an offense without making it predictable, how to protect a quarterback without shrinking the playbook, how to lean on defense while still applying pressure offensively. Expect quick reads. Expect play action. Expect movement. Expect an emphasis on field position. This is not about asking Stidham to carry the team. It's about asking him to execute within a structure that has already proven successful. And historically, that's when Payton-led teams are at their best. For Broncos fans over 40, over 50, this moment feels familiar. It echoes seasons when defense carried belief, when backups stepped into unexpected roles, when playoff runs weren't about flash but grit. It feels like 2015, not because the teams are identical, but because the identity is similar. Defense, discipline, opportunity. That's why Broncos country feels conflicted right now. Nervous, hopeful, realistic, but still believing. Let's reset expectations honestly. Success doesn't mean perfection. Success doesn't mean dominance. Success means composure. Success means no panic mistakes. Success means letting the defense dictate the pace of the game. If Denver does that, this becomes a fourth-quarter football game. And once you're there, anything can happen. This is not a controversy season. It's a crossroads season. Bo Nix remains the future of this franchise. Jarrett Stidham represents the present opportunity. Sean Payton holds the blueprint. So let me ask you again, can Jarrett Stidham save the Broncos? That answer doesn't come down to hype. It comes down to execution, trust, and belief. Broncos country, would you ride with defense and discipline? Or do you believe Denver needs its young star to chase a championship? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more Broncos analysis. And no matter what happens next, let's ride.